Hello. Good evening. Hello, Ben to Glizzy. What up, Lady Maze? What up, Des? How is everybody doing this evening? Today was a nice day, like earlier. And then it got real cold. I hope everybody can see me and hear me. I know sometimes I don't get great service over here in my house. But I wanted to talk to y'all about my day. I went to this museum. Hi, good evening. Turn this down a little bit. I went to this exhibit. Hey, good service today. Okay, banging. So, if you can share this with your followers and your friends, hopefully they'll be just as inspired as I was. So if you're in the New York City area, and what up, Des? Hi, boo. If you're in the New York City area, there is this exhibit that Glade put together, and it's a free exhibit. It's called the Museum of Feelings. When I initially heard about it, I was like, what's that? I'm thinking it's like, like the Please Touch Museum in Philly for kids. But it was like crazy. We got there and the line was crazy long. Like we were out there waiting for 3 hours. 3 hours. I was like, what is this? But, it's New York City. It's free. It's a Saturday and it was a nice day. So mad people were there. So basically, I'll read y'all like a brief synopsis on what it is. It says, GLAD invites consumers to explore their emotions at the Museum of Feelings, an interactive experience that showcases the beautiful connection between scent and emotion. So, if any of y'all know or have heard me talk about my business, Artso, and like what it's about and what we want to do, a huge part of that is engaging people's senses. And like everything that they had at this museum was like so in tune with what I envision for events that I want to do. Because I want to kind of do the similar thing, but like coincide it with like a concert or something like artistic that would go along with it. So if you're at an event and the room is visually, there's a specific lighting, it gives you a certain type of mood, it gives you a scent, and when you kind of you experience something, a lot of times there's scents with those experiences. Like your makeup cute. Oh, thanks, Bill. I ain't even really do much, but thank you. But there's a lot of times where you have a scent that's related with an experience. Like there's like certain deodorants that I smell and it reminds me of a person, like, or, a song. I was thinking the same thing. On fleek. Thank you guys. Thanks. Got me blushing. But anyway, so that's exactly what they were trying to do here. It was just kind of like to give you an experience, like an emotion, along with that experience, right? So they have 5 different zones. And in each zone, it had a specific smell, a specific visual. So like the first room we went to was called Optimistic. It was so dope. Like, I just loved the concept because I was like, this is what I've been wanting to do. Like, I'm like, is there technology that could do this? That could like put out, you need an experience? Yes. Oh, don't need an experience? Okay. What do you mean by that? So, yeah, like, is there technology that does that, that'll like pump out scents, that'll like kind of give, a kind of like a lighting, like a light, not like a light show, but like have specific lighting in certain areas of the room. Like how, I had never really seen it done like this. So it was really, really, really dope. So Optimistic, there was like a room that had like this dim lighting, but there were like little, kind of like a pillar, like had different pillars with a specific light on it, and they give you this card. Dang, I wish I could show y'all's card, but it was kind of like a silver kaleidoscope looking thing that like was real shiny, and you kind of put it up against the another kaleidoscope thing. It was like this little shiny thing that you put the paper up against, and it would reflect a rainbow, like the light of a rainbow. It was like different colors up on the walls. It was like really dope. Like, it's just really different and dope. Really, like, it was very it wasn't super duper like, oh my gosh, this is amazing, but it was just dope. Like, oh, this is a great idea and a great thing to kind of like experience, right? So then the next room, oh, and then they had a smell. I forget the smell. Oh, cherry was the smell for the first room, and that cherry, I do not like the way cherry smells, but that cherry was banging. Like, it just smells so good. So the next room was joyful. I have to like spark my memory on what joyful was about. Yeah, I do not like cherry smells at all, but this cherry was like, it just smells so good. I was like, what is that? The fragrance is just great. Everything smelled amazing. I think the second room was the room with like these, so they had like these lights. I can't even explain it, y'all. It was like these very thin, long streams of lights, like thin streams like hanging from the ceiling, and you would walk through it, but you had to have your 3D glasses on. So it looked really crazy in there. It was just like lights everywhere, but like just, it was almost like these you know how you have the strings that come from like balloons? It was like that, but it was lights. And it was a million of them, and you just walk through it, and the scent was like a pine, almost like Christmas tree scent. Yo, it was so dope, right? So that was it wasn't like a lot to it, but it had mirrors in there, so it just looked really awesome to see the lights and then see yourself and along with the lights. It was really dope. The other room was invigorated. Invigorated was fiber optics, maybe. I don't know what that is. I have no idea. That might be the name of it. It was awesome, whatever it was. It was awesome. And then the next one was, first of all, my phone was dead when I got to the place. Hey, we meeting up tomorrow, right? I gotta email you because I need to know exactly what time you're available. But yeah, so it was yes, for sure. Okay, banging. I don't know, but either way, the next room was really dope because it had kaleidoscopes like like on a screen, like everywhere. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. But it had kaleidoscopes everywhere, like on the screen, and then it had like a almost like an iPad situation, and you could like kind of like see a light, like a pink light, and you could move it, but then you realize, oh wait, I'm controlling how the kaleidoscopes move. So it was really dope. It was just like this awesome thing that I should have taken pictures of, and I just did it. Oh! Block, do not come on the scope talking crazy. I was talking about this museum that I went to here in New York City called the Museum of Feelings, and it just had like these awesome like zones or rooms where basically Glade did it. It's like they created this an exhibit. It's an interactive experience. I know, right? Something is not right with these people. And then they showcased the beautiful connection between scent and emotion. So it was really awesome, and it was definitely visual as well. So the last room was calm. I think I forgot one. Exhilarated. I don't even. Oh, exhilarated maybe that was invigorated. I can't remember. But one of the rooms, you go in, you put on your 3D glasses, and it was like you have these kind of halos, they call it. So when you step on the floor, you see like these colorful halos. It was just really like cool. It wasn't worth waiting 3 hours though. Like 3 hours is a long time. If I'm gonna wait 3 hours, I'm about to see something absolutely amazing. But it was free. So it was like, okay, I can't really be mad. And I was with a bunch of awesome women, which was really dope. And I was getting to know them better. So that was cool. But yeah, it could have been like way awesomer, but it was still dope. And so the last room was calm. And that was like, it was like you're in the midst of like a foggy floor. So it was like fog all around. It kind of wanted you to envision like you were in a cloud. And so the smells that were coming from the wall were lavender and vanilla. Smelled awesome, but it was a lot. Like I feel like that room, it was supposed to be calm, but it was a little bit like strong. But it was really cool because of the fog and stuff. And I had my kids with me, so they was loving it. They was loving every last bit of that. So it was really, really cool. You gotta go. I mean, it's only here till December 15th. So if you're in the New York City area, it's Monday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. And then Sundays, 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. And then it ends December 15th. But the line, sometimes you're waiting 2 to 3 hours to get in. So yeah. So if you are trying to go, just be prepared to wait in line for hours. But it literally was so like, I mean, I've never seen anything done like that. So it was really dope. Really, really dope. And I was definitely inspired by it because I was like, man, like it's possible to do something like this at an event. So I don't know, who knows what could happen. I might have to hit up Glade and see see what's good. Maybe they can make something happen for me. Who knows? I have big dreams, big visions. So now that I know the technology exists, I'm like all over it. So anyway, I just wanted to get on here real quick just to tell you all about that and my experience with the Museum of Feelings. Some people took some pictures, so when I get some pictures, then I'll probably post it up on my Instagram or something, repost it, so y'all can kind of see get a visual of what it looks like. But anyway, what's everybody else doing tonight? Saturday, so it's like 9 o'clock. I know the trolls be out real heavy. The trolls be out real heavy around this time of night. So I don't want to be on here too long dealing with the foolishness. But what are y'all doing? Hello, Felicia Farios. I don't know if I'm saying it correctly. I don't know if any of y'all listen to Soul Lection on SoundCloud. Girl, Christmas decorations and editing pictures. I know that's right. How cold is it now? It's cold right now. Like earlier it was great. The sun was beaming. It was beautiful. Now it's like brick. It's probably like 45 degrees. But like 45 degrees in New York is like like the hawk is here. But yeah, I don't know if any of y'all listen to SoundCloud. But yes, it's serious. There's a station called Selection Radio, and it's an account, but they have a website. They're like a whole radio show, but they have a label and everything. But they're so dope. Like their music is great. All the music they play is amazing. And they bleep out, like if it has like any cursing, they bleep it out, which I thoroughly enjoy because I don't really feel like it. Yes, girl, check it out. Selection. You're from Miami? Oh, that's what's up. You don't have to worry about this type of weather. And were you at the art Basel? I don't know how to say it. Used to live in Brooklyn. Oh, okay, dope. How do you spell it? SOULECTION. No, heck no. Why you say it like that? I wanted to go, but of course I'm not in Miami. I'm in Brooklyn, so they need to bring it to Brooklyn. Bunch of drunk peeps. Really? Oh no. I thought it was like a lot of artistic people there, a lot of creatives, and it's next to the ghetto. Oh, she just said it's next to the ghetto. Hilarious. People do not know. That is so funny. I know some creatives that were there. I don't know them, but I know of them. Crackheads. Oh, okay. Listen, I'm used to seeing that. But, I mean, it seemed like it was like a big thing. I know Revolt TV had talked about it or posted it on Instagram, which is a little major. So I'm thinking it's going to be nice. Yes, the art is great, but that's the bad part. But you're saying that's the bad part of town, is what you're saying. I was on, but it's not all that. Got you. I was on somebody else's scope yesterday who was there and met a guy, one of the artists that was there, but he's from Queens, but he went down there just for the event. And I looked at his art and I was like, wow, it's really dope. So anyway, we made a connection and I was like, maybe he can be at my pop-up show. Hopefully that can happen. So anyway, I love Periscope because you just meet all types of people on here randomly. Destiny, I need to call you tonight. Are you available? Only from NYC has art. Yeah. How's the weather in New York? It's cold, girl. It's like so cold. So cold. And I had the nerve to not have my coat on. I'm on my way to an event. What event you going to? Where are you going? You need to be coming to Brooklyn. That's where you need to be coming. For real, for real. Same here. Oh, okay. I'll let you know once I get here. What? You'll let me know once you get there. You mean where you going? Now I'm curious. Is it a concert? To see some DJs? What? Hold up. To see some DJs? How come I don't know about this event? Well, I'm not where you are. Like, is it a DJ battle? Like, what is it? At this cafe. At what kind of, is it like a Christian cafe? Or like a regular, like, situation? I love, you can't forget about the DJs. I love, oh yeah, I got my green juice. On 14th Street. I don't even know what that is. It's in DC? Okay, just call me later. Anyway, that's all I had, guys. I don't have anything else. And I'm going to enjoy my green juice for the rest of the night. And yes, okay. I'm going to enjoy my green juice and chill. My husband is out and working. So, you're welcome. We'll talk tomorrow, Miss Jasmine. What's in the green juice? Oh, I got this from Whole Foods. It is collards. Oh gosh, kale. How do you speak Russian? No. Collards, kale. I think spinach, cabbage, maple syrup, and ginger. So like, sorry, my nose is running, guys. When I initially read the ingredients, I was like, now I love green juice. Don't get it twisted. But all them greens and a little bit of maple syrup, I was like, I don't know. Sounds good, but stay close to the restaurant. Yeah, like this is like serious. Very green. Very green. And I love anything that's green. I know it's really good for you. It just, I think, it took me a couple of sips to get used to. So I was like, I don't know if I like that. Anyway, I'm off this, guys. Is it sweet or bitter? Oh, it's sweet, but like, because of the ginger, it has that, you know, like that bite, a little bit of a bite. So it's like sweet and green. I can't know how else to describe it. It's like I can really taste the greens, but I also taste the ginger in the maple syrup. I don't know how else to describe it for real. It's like, okay, enjoy your night. Okay, take care. Bye, guys. Peace.